Hello. I want to talk about how we know whether we are coming from the heart or the head tonight, because I have been meeting some people lately and they ask, how do I know? How do I know whether I'm coming from my heart or my head? And for me, it's always when I tap into my heart, I'm always aware. I know what I'm feeling in the moment. So let's say I am stressed and I see it. In the moment I see it, I am aware and I am in my heart, because then I have the choice to drop it or keep it. So it's so simple. And when we are taking action on something that ignites us or inspires us, that is us taking divinely aligned action. And when we do something that we feel a lot of resistance against, or we feel that, we don't really want to do that, it's often because it's not aligned with our heart. It's something we do because we think we have to do it, or it might be, we have to listen, because it might be that it's just our ego being scared for something that our soul wants us to do. But we know that in the moment when we listen to the heart. So the feelings are always the compass. Our heart is like a GPS. It's always telling us whether we are on the path we want to be on or if we are off track. And we cannot really be off track, because every path we take is possibly something that's teaching us something. And when we are taking a path that we don't really want, that is telling us that this is not who you really are, this is not what you really want. And then we know that too. That's why nothing is a waste of time. But if we want to live a life that is a dream life, we have to take the roads and we have to take the paths that are inspiring us and igniting us. And they can be, as I have said so many times, freaking scary, but it's so worth it. And another thing when we live from the heart is that we have a lot of synchronicities. Sometimes the universe or our soul is speaking to us through signs. And it could be everything. It could be a dream that we remember from the night that is telling us something that we need to know that day. It could be a sign on the car in front of us. It could be, I remember one time when I was not knowing whether synchronicities were real or not. I think it's like 15 years ago. And that week, in 1 week, first I was going to the store, and I remember I was standing in the line to pay, and right in front of me it was someone that had forgotten a dishwasher, and I needed that. I don't know, it's not a dishwasher, the scrub, yeah, the scrub. And I had needed that for so long and just forgotten to put it on my list, and there it was, ready for me to grab. And that is just like that kind of synchronicities. And then I was invited to a party where they sold underwear. And I just had a baby and I didn't know my size after I had been giving him milk. And on that invitation it was said, it's gonna be a consultant here and she's gonna help everybody to find their perfect size on the underwear. And that was also just like the same week. And I also remember that day that I was really craving pie. And what we got served on that party was pie. And I also remember that I wanted a CD, because we had CDs back then, and I wanted a CD with love songs, I remember. And just one of those days, my husband came with a CD with just that kinds of songs, and I had not told him. So it was like I was told in 1 week all of that, because I had been asking myself, like, is synchronicities really real? And I felt that I really got proof of that week. And that is, yeah, it's all little pieces of magic during the day if we are aware and awake. Because all of that, if I had been in my hamster wheel on autopilot, I would have missed all of that. But because I was aware, I was present in the moment, I got it all. And it felt so magic. It was like, yay, yay, every little tiny thing. It's not big, but it feels good. I hope that made you feel that maybe you understand a little more how it is to live from the heart. It is magic, I promise. Okay, bye-bye.